Peoria has a thriving art community with a variety of studios, galleries, and organizations dedicated to supporting art in Central Illinois. On the first Friday of every month, artists open their doors for the First Friday Tour, held by the Central Illinois Arts Organization. People can come visit with the artists and view the work on display. The Contemporary Art Center, located on Commercial Alley, hosts poetry readings and musical performances on the weekend as well.
Vibrant energies, which is usually. And they rotate low-key, but my mental is steadily roving like the matriarchs of my lineage, gypsies. Around these parts, I'm being strange, discarded but not understood.
The Peoria Art Guild, located on Washington Street, hosts a number of events throughout the year to engage the community in the local art scene.
I think art is often very misunderstood in that it is a kind of aspect of entertainment. And so like music or theater or various other creative forms, we assume that we're always qualified to judge it or to understand it. And that's really a misnomer. It's not true. In fact, it's very much like math or science or English or literature. It's an ever-evolving specialization. And in order to understand it as it is now, you have to understand what it was. We have to train people in what art used to be, why it used to be that, and why it's become what it is today. And I think we have a better chance of kind of coming to terms with the things that we see. We put things on the wall that oftentimes are hard to kind of understand. Contemporary art asks more questions than it answers. So we need to be around to help the viewer kind of deal with what they're seeing. I've only spent my life being an artist, and I only know one way of living, and it is through the creative process, which I feel is the absolute spirit of being human. And that's why I think it's so necessary that we have conduits for that kind of expression and places for the public to come and experience that through people who make their lives by being creative and making things and trying to share experiences and ideas. So for me, they're the same. Like art and life are the same thing for me. I recognize that that's not necessarily the case for everybody, but we want to make a case for the community that they need more art in their lives. Part of our mission is to show artists who are in and are out of the community. So we want to bring artists who have different perspectives from different parts of the country and in some instances the world here to provide inspiration for the artists in town as well. So essentially we're here for both capacities, to be a place for artists to come to show and also to come to be inspired. The Peoria Art Guild is attempting to kind of lead in the art community in terms of what we're showing in terms of contemporary art. So we're trying to show things that really have relevance, as I mentioned earlier, in the community and outside of the community. So you really have to come see these shows in order to get that experience. The Peoria Art Guild, for its history, has always been around for the artists that are in the community in various capacities. One of those capacities is to be a venue to give artists a place to show, quite frankly, so they have kind of a place that they can exhibit their work. We do that through member exhibitions. We host, every year we do a member show, so artists who are members of the Peoria Art Guild are put into an exhibition into our kind of newly renovated space, which you see behind me. Regarding our exhibitions, we always have tours of our shows, and they're free of charge. Anybody can call here if there's an exhibition that they're interested in or an artist that they're interested in that might be in a group show. They're always welcome to bring a group or just a couple people. There are a number of things that we're doing to entice our members to be here with us, and most of it revolves around education. but a lot of it also involves, just making sure that our members have fun, and ultimately that's what art is supposed to, be a part of the fulfillment of the human condition. So that's what we're after.
Every artist is as unique as the work that they create. Gene Mielkowski is a resident artist at Studio 825, located on Adams Street.
To put a label, and I used this term earlier, but I'm a found object artist. I can't draw. I cannot draw worth a darn, other than a thumbnail sketch. I can't draw. I don't really paint. I take things and I put them together into compositions. It doesn't matter what kind of medium. If it's there, I just make art. I like to learn. It's because I want to be a better grandfather. I want to be a better person. And that's what I do. Now, my occupation is that of an artist. The way I make most of my money is I'm a builder, I'm a maker. I do things, I plan, I design, I do that kind of stuff. What people know me for the most is my steel sculpture. And in part because of the process and the way I do it. So the found object that's recycled, it adds a little bit more flavor to the basic art. It allows the person who's experiencing the art, being in there, touching it. I encourage, I got signs on my pieces, please touch, because I think that's part of the experience. It's not just looking at it, it's being involved with it and letting it touch the senses of all kinds of people. Every time I see a smile on someone's face when they see my art, that's a success.
Some places allow anyone to come and create art of their own, such as at Wheel Art Pottery Studios, located off of Persimmon Street.
I'm Susie Matthews, and I'm a potter. I build utilitarian, functional pieces, but I also like clay work. I like relief tile making, and I always liked having my hands in clay. It's tactile. It's three-dimensional. You walk around it. You enjoy it from all sides. And utilitarian pottery, you use it. You drink out of it. You eat out of it. You can put it up to your lips, and it's got a luscious, sort of sexy feel to it. And yet it feels like it's been used for 1,000 years, and it'll last another 1,000. So.
If you have any questions, my name is Jacob Grant, one of the co-owners of Wheel Art Pottery Studios. Susie Matthews, my business partner's in there. She can help you if you have any questions in there. My wife's also running the gallery. So,
my business partner and I, Jacob Grant, used to work at another place, a nonprofit, and we spent so many nights sitting around talking about this perfect place, this perfect concept of art, where people would come and they would work out and they would become part of the family. They would feel ownership because they were there all the time, and they would grow in concept and art. And so we have that side of it, and then we also have a school where we teach children and adults and the elderly and developmentally disabled. We do Girl Scout troops and birthday parties, and then we open our doors on first Friday every month from 5 to 9, which is incredible. People everywhere come here and enjoy the music and the laughter and the food and the fun. So our business is sort of what we dreamed of all those years ago. Late nights working, but maybe better now. Bigger certainly, and maybe better, and we love it. As I said, we do private groups. We have Girl Scout troops and Boy Scout troops that come to us, and they just come in for half hour, 45 minutes. they make a pinch pot, they learn about the studio, they learn about the kilns and what it takes to fire and how we get clay and what clay is. And then Jacob will, if Jacob's around, Jacob will do a big throwing demonstration for them, which is always exciting and fun. And then beyond that, we have children's classes, regular children's classes. I teach a preschool class and a homeschool. We offer a homeschool program. Jacob teaches a teen class and a regular kids class, like 8 to 12. And then we both teach family classes. There is one other thing that we do for adults. We have raku workshops, and those are for adults only. Most of the time we ask that people have their own work. So there are people that are in our classes, they're members here, or they're even outside people that just want a raku. They bring their own pieces in. We talk to them a lot about glaze. They even have the opportunity to mix up their own special glaze they want, or terrace edge or something, and they take care of those pots that way. And then on First Friday, or even sometimes on special occasions, then we hold the raku, and they learn all the process. So they get to help with them if they choose. They can help, grab the tongs and help pull the stuff out. They learn all about throwing the combustible on there, and like flaming cheese, it's bah. They learned all that, and that's all adults, and that's a specialized thing, but beginners can take part in that. They can't lift the lid or take the hot work out of the kiln, but they learn different parts of the process. And then we have glaze making workshops, and those are all for adults. So those are all sort of adult-oriented things. The benefit to the members here is that they're working in an environment with like-minded people that are trying to get better at their craft. They want their artwork to be its best. Another benefit for them is that we have a gallery, and members are allowed to put things in the gallery for a really tiny commission, and we sell their work, and we really do sell their work. People come in here every first Friday, and these members who maybe some of them were not quite ready to just go out and find various galleries to hold their work. That's a lot of work to take your portfolio everywhere. We gave them a shot, and they're getting exposure this way, and people are interested, and they like their work, and they're finding that their things are of value. So we're really proud of our place. We're proud of our business. We're proud of our members and our students and our future students and our friends that come and support us, and the music that's played live here every first Friday. We're proud of all those people. We think they're our family, and it, if Jacob were sitting here, he would be talking your ear off too. We can't say, I guess, enough about the people that are here and the family that we've developed over time.
Every artist brings a unique perspective to the world. Art encourages expression, adds beauty to life, and brings people together. With your support, the local art community can continue to be a driving force in the culture of Peoria.
Caught forever on paper torn, tethered. Time sends its regards from pictures it never saw.